Have you ever wondered about the difference between a critic and a model? Let's start our journey by exploring the role of criticism. Critics are like compasses. Their observations can guide us towards improvement, and their feedback can be the catalyst for growth. They scrutinize, they evaluate, and they challenge. In society and the workplace, a well-placed critique can drive innovation, foster change, and improve performance. However, like a double-edged sword, criticism can also be destructive. When it's not constructive, when it's not solution-oriented, it can breed resentment, stifle creativity, and dampen spirit. It's crucial to remember that criticism, while often necessary, is not sufficient. It reveals the problems, the gaps, and the weaknesses, but it doesn't necessarily offer the solutions. Critics can point out what's wrong, but they often fall short of showing us how to make it right. That's where the role of a model comes into play, but let's save that for our next scene. Now, picture someone who doesn't stop at pointing out flaws, but goes a step further to show how to do better. Imagine a leader, let's call him John. John was the head of a large organization. Like many leaders, John was adept at identifying problems. He had a keen eye for details and could spot inefficiencies a mile away, but what set John apart was his approach to these problems. John wasn't content with simply pointing out flaws and leaving it at that. He believed in the power of modeling. He understood that to foster real, lasting change, he had to do more than just talk about it. He had to show it. He had to embody it. So he rolled up his sleeves and got to work. He demonstrated how to streamline processes, how to improve communication, how to foster a positive work environment. He wasn't just a voice from the top, barking orders. He was in the trenches, leading by example, showing his team not just what to do, but how to do it. His actions sent a powerful message. They said, "I'm not just your critic, I'm your model. I'm not just here to tell you what's wrong, I'm here to show you how to make it right." And that made all the difference. The organization thrived under John's leadership. The team was motivated, productivity soared, and morale was at an all-time high. This leader was not just a critic, but a model, a beacon of change. So, what sets a model apart from a critic, you might ask? Well, while both play crucial roles in our growth and development, they have distinct differences that make them unique in their own rights. A critic, by nature, points out the wrong. They are the ones who shine a spotlight on the flaws, the inconsistencies, the shortcomings. Their words can sting, but they can also push us to strive for better. However, a critic's role ends at highlighting the wrongs. They point out the path, but they don't walk it. On the other hand, a model doesn't just talk, they act. They are the embodiment of the change they wish to see. They don't just point out the wrong, they show how to do it right. They don't merely highlight the shortcomings, they offer solutions. They are the tangible manifestation of potential, the living proof that improvement is possible. Moreover, while a critic may demotivate with their harsh words, a model inspires. They uplift others by showing that the path to improvement, though challenging, is achievable. They spark motivation, ignite passion, and inspire action. In essence, a model takes criticism a step further by demonstrating the change they advocate for. They don't merely tell us what we're doing wrong, they show us how to do it right. They live the ideals they preach, becoming a beacon of inspiration for those around them. They don't just point out the path. They walk it, leading the way for others to follow. So, what can we learn from this? The key takeaway from our discussion is simple yet profound. It's about embracing the power of modeling over mere criticism. It's about understanding that while criticism has its place, it's not enough to just point out what's wrong. The world needs people who are ready to take action, to step up, and to show the way. We've talked about the difference between the critic and the model and the impact each can have. The critic can point out the problem, but the model goes a step further. The model takes responsibility and makes a commitment and shows how things can be done differently. In essence, it's about leading by example. It's about embodying the change you wish to see and inspiring others to do the same. It's about being more than a voice. It's about being a force for positive change. Remember, it's easy to criticize, but it takes courage to model the change you want to see.